My research project is looking at the life and work of the British actor-manager Sir Donald Wolfett, who worked in the British theatre from 1937 until 1953 as an actor-manager. And in the HRC there are all of his prompt books, stage plots, letters and correspondence relating to his career of 15 or 16 years. This material used to be in Britain, but I never actually managed to get hold of it, and it's all available now, and the reason why I'm looking at it is quite simply because nobody else has ever looked at it before, so this is going on completely new and virgin territory. The prompt book itself is a full copy of the play, but then it has pencil cuts and pieces snipped out. I mean, it's like the text of a play that's pasted onto pieces of white paper at the centre of a piece of paper, and then pencil directions put at the side. So it actually tells us what this particular producer wanted to do with the play at that particular time. It's like if you've got the Shakespeare play, then the prompt book actually tells us very much how the play was staged. And this is very interesting to me because this particular artiste was looking at performing theatre during the Second World War, where he had absolutely no money, and he was performing not only in Britain but in Europe and in the Middle East, at times in front of troops. So he had no sets and no costumes, and he was trying to perform in front of audiences of troops. And so the prompt book would be a kind of shorthand that he could use just to be able to stage the play just like that. And that's one of the interesting things I found, because it tells you a lot about how much theatre actually meant both to actors and audiences during the Second World War, not only as a means of increasing morale, but also of making British audiences aware, for example, of the fact that Shakespeare himself was a great author, and that he could be used for propagandist purposes at that time. And my way of approaching research at the HRC is to think of basic keywords, which I write down on a piece of paper, and then I kind of indulge in word association. So you put down the name, Shakespeare, and then perhaps I would then go on to say Shakespeare, theatre, Britain, Second World War, and then I would think of what actors were in there. In other words, to try and work in terms of work very associatively, so that I can make the best use of the material. And I think it's very good because the HRC's Finding Aids program on the computer is a very good way of being able to link your own word association and drive you towards materials.